Okay, so we have just finished today's Infinite Gauntlet in a record time of 15 minutes and 42 seconds for Saturday the 24th of October. So we went gemless from nodes 41 to 56. If you're not familiar with the Shelly Tabora Kadama team, make sure you watch till the end because I spent a fair bit of time explaining exactly what relics, runes, and skill sets to use. And if you are familiar already, or if you just want the node info, enjoy the speedrun and make sure to pick up plenty of Stardust. Make sure to subscribe. Favorite trick? Stamina drain? Anything? Curse? Stamina drain? Ooh. They all got evasion. Ember Dust. Video here. Punch. So that was lucky. First node, an ult. So if they're gonna ult, that's the node you want them to ult on. Favorite trick? Stamina drain. Anything? Curse. Poison. Ember Dust. PDA. Because we are running Zaron's Essence, we're not worried about Stamina on Tabora. Before. Dr. Watts has 0 cooldown, be careful of that. 0 cooldown and 0 stamina moves on Dr. Watts. Single CDO. Just recharge. A Rumor has evasion here, so we have to run Tabora first. Stamina drain. Still up here. Curse. Poison and stamina drain. The dust. CDA. Let's recharge. Jelly's stamina doesn't matter as well, because she's gonna die and you'll come back with full stamina. Fast Blizzinga, 21k. So we have to be faster than Blizzinga. We are. First, poison. Ember Dust, CDA, and recharge. Easy note, 23k cat UFO. Poison. CDA here. Recharge. $48. Fast Vendekin. Blaze gives his team cooldown activation protection. So we have to run to Bora. Have to put Megaton back on just in case they get an ult. Poison, since they all had stamina. Ember Dust. Let's CDA here. Ouch. Almost 8 minutes down on our 8th node. 25k Vandekin. Rara has extra turns, just don't let her get turns in. You can poison first or CDA, it's up to you. I prefer to poison. I prefer to CDA. Not CDA, I prefer to daze. In case they're doing ult. Recharge here. Okay. 30k at UFO, 20k Muchi. So their Muchi is getting a little bit faster, which can cause problems if you're free to play. Take a taunt. First. Poison. Ember Dust. CDA here. Get some health back just in case. $51. 27k cut UFO. and a removal with evasion. Easy node. Charge. Oh, Kadama got 2 ults in 1 turn. 52. Fast cut UFO. Easy node otherwise. Siberial does have extra turn, but she's really slow. Oops. Video. We'll make it hold on just in case. Recharge. $53 is the first hard node you have to watch out for, so pay attention on 53. Fast Van Decken, 35k. Blaze has CDA and it's a fast 20k Euro, but we do outspeed them by a fair margin, so we're fine. First. Poison. Oh, that should have been a CDA because Van Decken gets a turn here. But our Shelly is tanky enough, so we should be fine. I hope. Yep. So that should have been a CDA. That was a misplay on our behalf. Cool. So once you get to 53, instead of poisoning on the second turn, sometimes you do need to CDA. Easy node. Good taunt. Poison. We don't want to do that because they already have Curse, so I'm going to Amber Dust. CDA. Heal just in case. Some more damage. Recharge. Five. Oh. 25k Muchi and a 37k Cat UFO. We outspeed Muchi. 25-7. 25-3. Okay, we're fine. But this would be a tough node if we weren't fully decked out. If we weren't faster, then what you do is you put an extra team speed onto Bora so Kadama can go first. And do a stamina drain. Megaton. Curse. Poison. Oh, that was close. So we should have CD'd instead of poison there. We made the same mistake that we made 2 nodes ago. But luckily our Shelly is decked out. CDA. Oh, close. 56. $33K cat UFO. The other guys are slow, so this is, you know. Taunt. Yes. Poison. Ember Dust. PDA. Just in case. Why not? Poison again. Why not? Okay, stop the clock. So that's about a 16-minute run and a really clean Infinite Gauntlet run, even though we made mistakes where we should have done CDA. So if you enjoyed this video, my most recommended team and what I believe is the very best team for Infinite Gauntlet, if you can invest in 3 monsters, invest in these 3 monsters. STK build stands for Shelly, Deborah, and Kodama. Hands down, best team, most consistent and most easy to play in Infinite Gauntlet. Has gotten me many buckets of Stardust. So let's go through them. The first monster is Shelly. Shelly is the #1 best Megataunt in the game simply because of Relic slot. Shelly is the only monster in the game that has Euros Essence, and because you have Euros Essence, even if the enemy monster outbeats you and kills Shelly, then Shelly will just revive and your monsters can continue to stand behind Shelly and do their thing. Shelly also has the Wang Zhao shield. The shield doesn't really make too much of a difference. That could be any relic slot and it doesn't really matter. In terms of runes, the runes I always put onto Shelly is free team speed. You don't need Shelly to survive because she has the Euros for survival, so Shelly's main role as a team speed holder to help your deniers and other monsters go faster. For skills, you do have a bit of flexibility. The only skill that's completely mandatory and you have to run is the Megataunt skill, because if the enemy denier kills Shelly, she needs to come back and put her Megataunt back on to protect everyone again, especially in case the other team manages to get ultimates off. So I just run the skills that I use for Shelly in PvP. I do like the 50% life shield because again, that can help you defend against ultimates. So if I'm not doing anything in particular, I normally just run that on her first turn. I do like to run Deep Rebirth because it does help you heal. And again, that helps protect you against ultimates. When Shelly has died and come back to life, she's really low on health. So having Deep Rebirth helps you regain that health that you lost. And the last skill that I never really used in Infinite Gauntlet is Nadal Charge, so you can switch this out for something else, maybe the life regen. Now Deborah, hands down in my opinion, is the #1 Infinite Gauntlet monster. She is the only monster in the game that can AoE positive effect remove and follow up with a trait disable all in the same turn. So that's really powerful. First of all, let's look at the positive effect removal. You need the purr when you're coming against nodes like Daedalus. You need the purr when you have like evasion on an Arumul. You need the purr when you're coming against status casters like Undana or Froma, so that they don't have so much stamina to do their thing, so you can actually fully stamina drain them. So the purr is really useful. Not only does Deborah have a positive effect remove, in the exact same skill, she also does an area of effect trait disable. The trait disable is important because you are going to come up against monsters that have immunity, immune to curse, immune to poison, immune to torture. So you do need this on. For runes, Deborah will have 1 or 2 setups. The first setup is what I have right here, which is triple speed. Normally you'll be running this 90% of the time. The alternative is you may need to put 1 or even 2 team speeds on Deborah so that Kodama can go first and outspeed the enemy if you're not fast enough. For relics, there's 2 options. For the mask, you do want to run Desi Mask because it helps you get your stamina back. For the essence, you can run either Zyron's essence, which I'm running now to again help me with the stamina, or you can switch that out for Uriel's essence for a little bit of extra safety. And if you are running the triple Uriel's build, of course you have to run Uriel's on Deborah. And the last monster in this trio is Kodama. Kodama is there for 3 reasons. The very first reason, the most important reason, is for stamina drain. It's sort of like a soft deny. So if they don't have any stamina, they can't do a lot of their things unless they actually have 0 stamina skills. So how we drain that stamina is with the relics, and that's what makes Kadama really powerful. And that's why there's other monsters that just aren't as useful as Kadama because of their relic slot. So looking at Kadama, she runs Jazzy Mask, which does remove stamina 3 turns, and the more important one is Shehrazad's Amulet, because Shehrazad's Amulet will give you a full stamina drain on the first and the second turn for Kadama. And the third thing that's important about Kadama is she has 3 AoE skills that synergize with your stamina drain. So Noxious Demons gives Daze. Daze is really helpful in case they get an ultimate, and also useful against a heavy damage monster like a Muchi. Dead Tree is used for the poison and also as a stamina drainer because it does area of effect damage. And Soul Eater is super important, especially on the faster nodes. Anytime you see on your screen where you have like 4 enemies going in a row, you want to use this cooldown skill so that they can't kill you. The last skill that I run is a single cooldown skill, and you can use this skill instead of doing a stamina drain because that's sort of like a waste of your relic use. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you next time.